I do. I want to praise Him. Brother Larry sat there beside me and said, you ever been in an accident when you're about dead? You'll praise Him.
You'll praise Him then.
When you have somebody that a pole fell on their head and they were dead, you'll praise Him. When you have a sister that was laying in a coma and they said she was dead, you'll praise Him. When you're without and you don't have nothing and Jesus comes to your rescue, you'll praise Him. When you need Him and there's nobody else there, you'll praise Him. When you are without and you can't find any help in a very present time of trouble, oh my God, you will praise Him.
Praise the Lord. Amen.
Man, when you are without and you just don't have, and you're without bread, and you're without water, and you're without all, oh man, you will praise Him. Because the Bible does say He is our help in a very present time of trouble. And brother, when I need Him, I will call on Him because I want to be able to praise Him. When the world is around me that's crashing, look, I can't do it without Jesus. I can't wake up every morning without Jesus. I don't know how you wake up without Jesus, because without Him, I would not make it. Man, I'm telling you, if I had to wake up in the morning and face this thing by myself, I couldn't do it. With the pressures of life that I have, I don't know what you have, but I know what I have. With the pressures of life that I have, if I had to wake up in the morning and be without Jesus Christ, I would not be able to do it. There's no man that can do for me what God has done for me. There's no man going to be able to do for me what God has done for you. We will not make it without Jesus Christ or any other source. We have to have the Master's hand to keep us. I must praise Him. I've been reading.
Hallelujah.
I won't be here long, Brother Marlowe, because I know you probably want to speak.
No, don't. Do what the Lord says.
But I've been reading over in Genesis.
Right.
And about all this change that's taking place, and there's some change taking place.
There is.
And there's more coming.
Yes, there is.
And it's going to be uncomfortable.
Sure.
When you have change,
Change is uncomfortable.
it becomes uncomfortable.
It's unhealthy. But it's
I'll give you a little example. In my house, I have one that's fixing to graduate.
right.
She's got all these bright ideas of graduation. And for my wife and I, we can play it off as much as we want, but it's change. And it's very uncomfortable for us.
Sure.
Because we don't know what's fixing to happen.
Been there, brother.
We've never been there before. So it's uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
If you hurt yourself, I don't have back problems, but I know people that have back problems. And if they have back problems, most of the time, they either walk with a limp, they have some kind of deformity because it hurts. They're trying to get some kind of alignment, find some kind of fit,
Right.
some kind of position to where they can feel comfortable.
Right. Yes.
But they're trying everything they can to get comfortable. Because it's change for their body. And it's discomfort. It doesn't feel good.
No.
There's some changes taking place.
Yes, sir.
Your back hurts, so everything else begins to hurt. Your back hurts, so you start giving to that spot, so you give maybe to your right foot because you lean on your right foot a little more, and your right foot begins to hurt. So it becomes a little uncomfortable.
Right.
And I know with change in our church, things are becoming a little uncomfortable because we're not quite sure where we fit. We're just all trying to find the comfortable spot because it's fixing to happen and there's some discomfort that's taking place and people are quite not sure what's fixing to happen. They just know there's some uncomfortableness taking place and there's there's some discomfort, but it's good discomfort because everything is falling back into place and everything is having to go right back to where it was in the beginning, and so change is becoming good.
Yes. Amen. Good.
So in all the discomfort, don't get weary because you're going back into place. You're going back to where we need to be. We just been out of whack for a little bit and everything is just not fit just like it was supposed to fit. So in turn, the chiropractor and the chiropractor's assistant, which would be Brother Marlowe, and the chiropractor, you could say would be God, is transforming us, and He is putting us on the table, so to speak, and He's popping us back into place, and all of those things hurt when you go back into place.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let me read you a script. I hope this works. I don't know if you're going to get it like I got it. Because I got it at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't know what to do with it. So here I am giving it to you. In the 26th chapter of Genesis, there was a famine. There was a little discomfort.
Yes, there was.
Because there was no food. And I'm just going to give it to you like I would give it to you, because I can't give it to you like they give it to you. So,
give it.
But there was a little discomfort in the land, so Isaac began to move. And the Philistines all of this time had given him a little bit of discomfort.
A little bit.
But he knew that he had to go and find some water. He knew that there was some wells that were stopped up, but he had to go find them.
He had to go find them.
So he searched out, and Isaac went about his merry way, and he took some people with him, and so they began to go. And I'll just start here in about the 14th verse. For he had, or the 12th verse, then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. See, he sowed. He sowed.
Come on.
There's some sowing that's taking place.
Oh, yeah.
There's some seeds that are dropping and some land that's tilling, and the seeds are fixing to come up. We just got to be ready for when they come up.
Amen.
When the ministry says praise Him, don't let us have to let them make us praise Him, but let's want to praise Him, because that's how the water comes, is when we praise Him and the seeds come up. But if we begin to water what is planted, it will come up. But if we don't water it, and the only way to water it, man, I just got this. The only way to water it is if we praise Him. Because as the song says, when the praises go up, the glory comes down. We got to water it. Because nothing grows without water. I got this. I'm just getting all this now. This wasn't part of any of it, so deal with me, because I'm just getting it and you're getting it. I got this ice machine in my house. This ice machine don't work half the time. But when it does work, it gives this drain. It drains right off into the sidewalk. And there was nothing there. It was dirt there. Just dirt where this water drains into.
Right.
But you know what's there now, because water has been there?
Right.
And we've walked in and out, tracked seeds on the bottom of our feet from different areas of the yard, and water steady been there, There's grass there now, because it took a little bit of water to get that grass to grow. So see, if we'll just give a little bit of water, and when we begin to shout